Okay, today we're going to be showing you how to make our gluten-free and dairy-free basic sponge cake mix. It's a fairly easy recipe with 8 ounces of granulated sugar, seen here, to 8 ounces of butter, 8 ounces of self-raising flour, and 4 eggs. Here you can see me adding our dairy-free spread, it's sunflower spread, and what you want to do is just cream the mixture together. The butter and sugar, it's very important to do this separately from the rest of the ingredients just to add air and helps with the taste as well, I think. Your goal is to cream this together just until you get a sort of pale lemon colour and the mixture is really quite smooth. Well, as smooth as something with granulated sugar and it can be, really.
And what do you do with the butter lid?
I will get to that later.
Oh, aren't you going to say to keep it?
You should keep it though. Here we are adding the gluten-free self-raising flour. Again, that's 8 ounces. I find it better to use self-raising flour purely because it helps with the raise of the actual bake. It seems to make it rise better when it's in the oven. And to this recipe we add 4 eggs. It is a simple sort of method, if you will. With every 2 ounces of ingredient you put in, you add an extra egg. I put 3 in here, the eagle-eyed among you might have noticed, purely because I forgot I had 8 ounces. I thought I had 6 ounces of things in. So here I am adding the extra egg and mixing the mixture together. What you want to aim for is a smooth consistency with no flour lumps or anything like that. As you can see here, it's quite smooth and quite liquid as well. Here we are with the top lid of the new butter pack, the grease-proof part. This will not work with butter, what I'm about with metal ones rather I'm about to suggest, but what you want to do is use this to grease the baking tin you're using quite generously or your cake will stick. And the reason I've told you to keep this greaseproof paper top of the butter is because the part most likely to stick other than the sides is actually the bottom middle of the case. And what you want to do is just put your lid at the bottom middle because that gives an extra layer of protection between the cake tin and the cake from sticking.
And you got to play safe.
That too. Here I am pouring the mix into the cake, cake tin rather. If you think it's going to overflow at any point, just give the mixture a quick smooth out.
Or get your dog.
That too. Here I am just gently smoothing it out a bit. You don't want to smooth it out too much and knock the air out of it because that will make your cake very close and not as light as it should be because you will knock the air out of it.
And once again, just in case you didn't hear that, you will knock the air out of it. Don't do it.
What we are going to suggest, and you'll see why in a moment, if you are the world's most tremendously messy baker, as I am, it does pay to keep kitchen roll close because I managed to get this on my hand, on the counter, probably even a little bit on my face. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Ah, there we go. There's the drop. I was being shouted at this as I was doing it. You're dropping it on my counter.
It hurt to watch my counter get messy. It made my spider senses
Look at this.
tingle.
Look at this seductive drip from the spoon.
Oh.
Look. Oh, when's it going to go? When's it going to go? Oh, snap. There it goes. Bit of an anticlimax. Now again, once all the mixture is in, just smooth it out gently. Push the mixture of the cake from the inside out to the sides. And then what I'm about to do, which I'll explain, is give it a little drop, and this helps it settle into all the nooks and crannies of the tin. Now we recommend baking this at 200 degrees or gas mark 6 for 25 to 30 minutes. Or a top tip is, if you prick a metal knife or a metal pin into it, and it comes out clear, like with no mixture or residue on the knife, then your cake is done.
If your cake is still a liquid, it's probably not done.
That too.
I've made that mistake.
Here we go. The cake is done. It is a little bit uneven with the bake due to an oven problem, but it will still taste and does still taste delicious actually.